Baddies.
What's up, guys?
We are back. We told you we would be back for another episode while I do Frankie's lashes, so we're just rolling them out. What we're doing today, what we are doing today, not today, this episode, is we are doing Would Our Industry Survive an Apocalypse? We are doing, well, Frankie does tattoos. I do eyelash extensions, body waxing, facial waxing, and permanent jewelry. But I'm just going to talk about my lashes. Frankie's going to talk about her tattoos. So, no. This is just a funny, goofy one, just to kind of lighten things up, because we've really talked about some hefty projects. Not projects. I'm trying to type at the same time. We've talked about some hefty topics recently, and we just figured you guys deserve a little laugh. You guys deserve something funny. We deserve something funny. Fun. So we are going to dive right in. Question 1: who would die first
in an apocalypse?
These are your questions.
Okay. I love you so dearly.
That's why I laughed, because I know.
But you would so die first. I'm a survivor, man. And when the zombie apocalypse hits, I am going to be in my element. I'm ready to go. Just so everybody knows, though, I'm not going to be a good person. If you guys have seen The Walking Dead, I just want to let y'all know, I'm going to be Negan. Like, pre-fucking character arc.
So funny that she says that, because I just saw this thing the other day that was like, who's a fictional character that you will hold forever beef with, blah, blah, blah. And somebody in the comments was like, Negan from The Walking Dead. And the fact that there are people out there that think he has a character arc, it makes me hate him more. And I looked at Frankie, and
he
she
does
was like,
have a character arc, I will say that. But no, I would be the shitty version of Negan. Because you know what? There are no rules anymore. And I'm gonna rock and roll. So, yeah, I would definitely survive first. And I do think that tattoos would survive.
We're not there yet.
Oh, I apologize.
Pause.
Sorry, I'm getting ahead. I can't see the questions, man.
I would 100% die first, because I'm not going to be out there, like, chopping fucking zombies' heads off and shit. Like, no. I'm going to be, like, gardening and making sourdough, because, of course, all the stores are out of bread, because all you heathens, like, killed each other to have a fucking loaf of bread, and I did not do that, because I was like, bitch, give me some flour and some fucking water, and I've got it. So, that is true. I laughed when I saw it, because I knew it was true, and I knew there was nothing I could do about it. So, yes, true. Question number 2 is, who becomes evil? Oh. Also Frankie. Yeah. She just answered that.
I will be, I will be absolutely evil. I will be the bitch that you do not want to see, in a dark alley, okay? I am gonna become the person who is machete first, ask questions later, okay? If you so much have a teddy bear that I would like to acquire, and I ask you for it, and you say no, you're losing a hand. That's just the way that goes.
Frankie has told me, like, our cats, they would die. And I'm like, hold the fuck up. And she's like, no, they will be crying. Like, we walk in the front door, and our cats are like, meow. Their food bowl is remotely empty, and they're like, meow. And Frankie's like, I will kill them.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you know what? You're gonna be.
Oh no!
What?
I just got a notification. We have 10% battery.
Oh no! Okay, well we'll have to make this quick then.
Okay, so yes, Frankie would be evil, because I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I want to save that cat, and Frankie would be like, no, we gotta kill it. Like, absolutely.
Oh, I would probably eat.
Shut up! I don't want to hear it. What are the zombie survival roles/rules?
Okay, so I am the cult leader. I'm the leader of the compound,
and you just said there's no rules.
Yeah, there are no rules, but I'm the leader of the no rules. Okay, and I would be the motherfucker who is going into the city and looking for supplies and gaining said supplies and making decisions for the betterment of our group. My beautiful wife over here would be the one who's staying behind and taking care of the group, while the ones who stayed while all of us went out to go look for stuff. She would be in charge of gardening, of inventory of our supplies once we acquire
I'd be in charge
them.
of all the women and the children.
That is sexist. Okay, there are definitely going to be womenses who come out and pillage.
Womenses. They're all okay. So I will be in charge of all of us spouses and partners and the children who are like not equipped for that.
Correct. And you know what? I could totally see Becca being like, "All right, babe, be safe out there. While you're looking for penicillin, if you find pink hair dye, bring it back for me, okay?"
Yeah. Well, yeah. And Kara's like, hey, if you guys find, like, a rechargeable fan, can you, like, bring me that?
Or a vape. She'd be like, if you guys find, like, a geek bar, bring it back.
And then you slap a geek bar so hard right now.
Well, I will say, just so everybody is aware, if there is an apocalypse, your new currency is going to be tradable goods, such as cigarettes, geek bars, those little alcohol shooters, you know what I mean? Those little tiny ones you get from the gas station. Cans of non-perishable foods.
You're getting excited about this, and I need you to chill out because your eyelids are going boing, 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 boing.
I'm sorry. I'm patiently waiting for the day that the apocalypse happens so that I can unleash my primitive nature once and for all.
She's like, these societal norms just aren't doing it for
I'm
me.
not meant for this world, guys. I am meant to be a cave woman who goes out and kills like a fucking saber tooth, okay? And instead I have to put clothes on and be under fluorescent lights and do stuff. So
okay, on to the next question. Weapon of choice.
So if we're talking zombies, right, my weapon of choice is going to be some sort of, I don't know, it's difficult, right? Because like I want to say that I would do like swords and axes and shit, right? Or even bow and arrows, because, you know, bow and arrows give you that range. You can easily remake, you know, different bows and different arrows with rocks, obsidian. You can even use glass to make arrowheads, right? Ammo with weapons such as firearms is going to be hard to come by. It's loud. It's difficult to get more of said ammo. Even if you're making your own, you have to collect the bullet shells. There's only a certain amount of times that you can reuse said bullet shells before it becomes dangerous, and then the whole firearm can blow up in your face, and that's its own issue. So for me, I would definitely say more primitive weapons, because ultimately that's what the ending is going to be anyhow, because once the final shot has been fired, you know, what are you going to have left? You're going to have axes, you're going to have bow and arrows, you're going to have swords and things of that nature. Swords are a little bit more difficult, and axes, because obviously you have to have close encounters, right? But yeah, those would be my weapon. A good thing though that I want to bring up though is in the idea of weapons is protection of choice, right? So one thing that grinds my gears whenever I watch these zombie shows, right? Unless you're talking about like Resident Evil, where they're like fucking mutants and shit, and they got like animal strength or something, you know what I mean? Like superhuman strength. We're talking about zombies. We're talking about humans who are now rotting and they are decaying at a rapid rate, and they're just kind of moping around, right? So, I'd be wearing, like, some SWAT gear, because I don't know about y'all, but it's been a minute since my little teeth have bitten through hockey gear, okay? So just keep that in mind for an apocalypse, right?
Dramatic.
Well, I mean, I'm being so for real. Like, why is everybody running around in their fucking bra and underwear and, like, you know what I mean? They got fucking cargo shorts on and a sports bra, and then you're wondering why a fucking zombie was able to bite your forearm and eat you alive. Like, if you were wearing some SWAT gear or hockey gear, you probably would have been fine. That's all I'm saying. So, what would be your weapon of choice?
Well, because for me, like, unless, you know, like, we see happen in The Walking Dead, where, like, these other fucking men come in and they're like, no, I'm in charge. Like, everybody's, like, fucking power hungry. Like, isn't the goal to just, like, survive? Why is everybody literally, like, freaking the fuck out and trying to be like, I'm in charge, I want the power! Like, shut the fuck up. You suck at what you're doing. All of you. This is why none of you were president during the fucking... You know what I'm saying? So anyways. Love you, but be serious. So, for me, like... The only time I'm really about to be out there fighting is if a zombie comes in and is trying to fuck with me while I'm making my sourdough. So, like, I'm probably just gonna, like...
What a fucking rolling pin.
I was literally gonna say, like, I'm just gonna, like... Or, like, fucking, what's her name? Karen from Stranger Things. I'm gonna fucking stab your ass with my fucking wine bottle.
Oh,
like,
my God.
Please. Like, I don't need to be out there fighting humans. So, like, it'll be pretty easy to take out. Like, unless, again, you're talking about, like, these mutant fucking things that happen in other movies and in video games where, like, they have hyper speed and, like, hyper strength. It's not gonna be that hard to, like, take your bitch.
Which, I'm gonna be so for real, as much as I'm talking, like, a big game, right? If we are dealing with Resident Evil zombies, or even the video game Dead Space, for those of you who's played that, if we're dealing with those, I'm out. I'm not, nope. You know what? I'll see myself to that grave.
Or, like, in Call of Duty Zombies where, like, the Hellhounds come out, I'm good. Like, I'm fucking good. I will literally let a zombie animal eat me alive before I hurt it. No fucking way.
You are insane, because do you know how bad that hurts?
I know.
It
would be fine.
Anywho, okay.
Next question, which most of these are so Frankie coded, you can tell who came up with this episode idea. What would your compound look like? Which means, what would our compound look like, and how are you designing it? Because...
Well, call me Mr. Trump, because I'm building a wall.
Frankie.
I'm so sorry. I don't even know if we can post that, but I'm going to post it anyway. Because I am. I'm going to be building a fucking wall to keep zombies...
My fucking face right now.
Gotta keep the zombies out, gotta keep enemies out. So I would first and foremost do that. I do like the idea of, like, a prison style where there's already, like, a fence, you know what I mean? There's things put in place for that. But if any of you out there have ever seen images of something that's called, like, the 10-acre homestead farm, right? It would look something like that. So there'd be an area for gardening. There would be an area for beekeeping, so we can have honey, because I cannot live without honey. I'm going to be so for real. There would be fruit trees. There would be, obviously, grain that would be grown and things like that. As well as a pantry to store all of our dry goods and supplies and things like that. And then there also, which is most important, there would be a designated medicine area, designated infirmary, if you will, right, where we could take care of our sick and wounded. This area would be as sterile as we could possibly make it with the tools that we have. And it would be equipped with medical supplies, as well as people who are able to, give stitches and medical care and things like that. So, as far as housing and lodging for our actual people inside of our compound, it would most likely be communal style, where we're all sleeping together, just for safety reasons, just their safety in numbers, so yeah, that's kind of how I would work it out.
I would like to go back to her previous statement and say, we do not support the fucking wall. Okay?
In an apocalypse?
The apocalypse, sure, but you made a dumbass fucking comment.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself.
Like, you're not fucking native and you don't know that this land is stolen. Bitch, I can't believe your ass just said that shit.
Well, if the zombies come, you know what? Which, for the record, I don't think that fucking orange Cheeto Puff could have survived. That's another story for another day.
Nope.
Yep,
we're done.
Not going there. Anywho.
That's what our compound would look like, because I am just the wife who's asking for pink hair color. Now, for the question that you tried to jump to in the beginning, would you still do tattoos, or would I still do lashes? And what makes you think that they would survive? I would not be doing lashes. Bitch, you think we got time for this? We just recorded a whole hour-long podcast episode, and I only did one eye.
Well, not to mention, there's not going to be any power. How are you going to...
Well, okay.
Are you gonna super glue it to people?
No, the original adhesives we would have to settle. We would have to downgrade. I would not be able to use my UV LED 100% plant-based organic yada yada yada. I would have to. But here's the deal: UV LED. I could do your lashes in the sun. Do I think it would be practical? Do I think it would survive? No. I think we would have bigger fish to fry, quite frankly, and at some point we're gonna run out of lashes. So what the fuck are we gonna do then? So no, I wouldn't, because I would recognize how much more important it would be to be making you guys loaves of sourdough and you know,
yeah, see,
things like that.
Respectfully, I disagree with you. I think that it would be used, especially lashes, I think that it would be used as, I don't want to say therapy as means of like, you know what I mean? Like
it would be therapeutic.
I think that it would be used as a way for people, because you have to understand we're not gonna be civilized anymore. So I think it would be used as a way for people to, you know, let's say it's somebody's birthday and they want to feel pretty, you know what I mean? Or it's someone's getting married and they want to, like, you know, whatever. I feel like you would still find a way to do lashes, because it's going to instill a sense of civilization.
Well, and I do want to like say that I know that during, like, I believe it was during the Depression, one of the most profitable products at the time was red lipstick. Women were still getting their red lipstick. It didn't fucking matter. So maybe I'm gonna bring my shit. That's for sure. I mean, y'all want it, I'll figure it out. But I think I would not be doing this for a living.
No. But you would probably be doing it to instill a sense of, like I said, humanity within the group. You know, that we are still a civilization, you know?
Yeah, I guess. Okay. Tattoos. I feel like tattoos would 100% easily survive, because much like what tattoos were originally used for in military and biker gangs and stuff, it would help identify where you come from, who you are, who you associate yourself with, etc., etc. So I feel like tattoos would still really work out.
100%. And I know that might sound a little egocentrical, because I'm like, tattoos will survive anything. But it's going to be so true, because you also have to think about the people who are going to be able to survive the zombie apocalypse. It's probably going to be a certain type of individual, right? And I feel as though that certain type of individual is definitely going to want some sort of tattoo. But then again, you never know, because with tattoos come healing and aftercare. And the last thing that you're going to want is to subject yourself to an unnecessary infection just for aesthetics, right? So you never know. But it would be a really good point of trade, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say that, you know, there's somebody that I meet along the way and they have whatever it is that I need, you know, whether it's like food or, you know, medicine, etc., etc. I can easily say, well, I will trade you this tattoo for whatever it is that I want, because trading is going to be the biggest thing, you know what I mean? And same with lashes, I feel like, is that's going to be, it's a service, it's going to be a niche thing that isn't as available as it is anymore, or as it once was, you know? Okay. So I do feel as though both of us would find a way to continue our services, even if it's just for the trade value.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, girl. That was all we have for questions, honestly. What is something that scares you the most about the potential? Which, if I'm being so for real, I don't think there's a potential of an apocalypse. We are not doomsday preppers. We just thought this would be like a funny topic. I don't have any like conspiracies that like they're coming. Like, we're not hoarding like fucking canned goods and paper products in our basement. Okay, like we don't have a little.
No, and even so, I think that people who do that is weird, because like a lot of, like, if you're hoarding food, right, a lot of these nutrition-based stuff are only good for, like, the most that I've seen is 10 years, and you're really hoping that you just spent $5,000 in hopes that an apocalypse happens in the next 10 years, dog. I would be more like, I'm gonna skill myself in like hand-to-hand combat or like survival in the woods type
right
shit.
Something
you know
that
what
it
I mean?
could benefit you at any point regardless. Yeah.
So what was the question again? Like, are you scared of?
No, what are you most scared of? Because I don't think you're scared of the actual like outbreak of.
No, you want me to be so for real? What I'm most scared of? The lack of penicillin and the having to shit in the woods. I'm not enthusiastic for either.
Oh no, 5%.
Oh no, okay, we gotta
wrap this joint up, girl.
Alright, well, I'm scared of being dirty. I am a germaphobe, so that's what I'm more afraid of. I'm not afraid of the rotting bodies. I'm not afraid of the smell. I'm worried about not having hand soap, not having penicillin, to the point where I actually looked into how to make fucking penicillin, a little miracle mold. So, yeah. That's what I'm worried about, is being dirty, because there's actually a quote from one of my favorite books. It's by Stephen King. It's called It. Yes, the one about the little clown and the kids and all that shit, right? There is this character named Stan. He's just weird, okay? And they're in the sewer as children, and they're about to face Pennywise the clown. And he's crying, and he's scared, and he's not having a good time. And Eddie turns to him and goes, "It's okay, man, we're gonna face it." And he goes, "No, it's not that. I can face the clown, but we're in the fucking sewer, and I can't stand being dirty." So he wasn't even afraid of the clown. He just couldn't stand the idea of being in the filth. That's gonna be me.
I think I'm most scared of, 1, not having my cats. 2, God, I just had what I was really scared of. Because, I hate horror movies. Okay, so I'm scared of, like, a zombie jumping out at me. Like, that's what I'm genuinely afraid of, is, like, the jump scares that will happen in my day-to-day life. Because at any point in time, I could come around the corner and there could be a zombie that broke into our compound or whatever. I could wake up and my wife is a zombie trying to eat me. So,
well, I'll be trying to eat you, but I won't be a zombie.
Frankie Bray. You are unhinged during this episode. Oh my fucking god.
Alright guys, if you made it this far, comment down below whether or not you would survive a zombie apocalypse. I want to hear what your compound would look like and what that would be for you. So, comment down below whether or not you'd survive. I don't know if I'm going to survive this session of my eyeballs because I'm about to have an autism attack here.
You are doing fine. Just, we're going to put on Harry Potter. You're going to breathe. And I promise you guys, we don't support the wall and we don't affiliate. Okay? So, okay, bye.